Hey guys, it's Jonathan here at Big Barks Tech Hub. I'm super bored at work, so I decided to do this video really fast. I'm just doing this video to show you what I'm doing right now with NuCamp. NuCamp is actually a boot camp. They do cybersecurity, they do web development, and it's like actually a little bit of everything. So it's a little bit harder to explain, but they do actually like web development, software development, that type of thing, depending on what course it is. It's probably the cheapest boot camp you can get, but it's really good. It's really simple. It has everything that you need in a boot camp. So I'm showing my screen here. I'm on my Galaxy Tab S9 FE right now. And this is what I finished. It shows you get a badge for every week that you complete, then you get final course where you complete. This is just awarded to me because I finished the whole course. Next would be the cybersecurity unit test. I finished that. That was week 1 for the cybersecurity, which I'm in. So I'm trying to finish that out. That is a 12-week course. I have to double check. I'm pretty sure it's 12 weeks, and every 4 weeks is for a specific certification. I'm not going to go into the certifications right now because I want to actually get those pictures and get that video and pull it up and show that to you, but I just don't have that currently. I got even one for eLant JavaScript. eLant JavaScript is the free course that they give you, whether you're even in the boot camp or not. You can request it, and they'll actually give you the login details, and you can just take that so you can be prepared for the other part of web development. So that's a little bit different. That's a little bit more advanced. They want you to know HTML and CSS first before you jump into that. That's why I took the full course. I just took the full software development course. There is student reimbursement through corporations. I'm double checking mine. I'm doing it regardless, but I should be able to get that reimbursed by my company. Where the company I work for is called Victra. So they're a Verizon retailer. They're the largest Verizon retailer, and they offer up to like $5,600 a year, which is what they actually advertise frequently. Plus, the work environment and the commission scale is way higher than the rest of the Verizon retailers. It's a pretty decent work environment for what it is. Pittsburgh's a little bit tougher because it's a small market and they don't have as many stores as the other retailer, which is the Cellular Connection. That's the main one here. But just a little bit about them. That's something they do, and they usually reimburse like boot camps, or they reimbursed for colleges, as long as it's a tax deductible thing. Of course, they wouldn't do it if it wasn't tax deductible. And for NuCamp, it is. So that is something to think about if you decide to join NuCamp. It is the cheapest. There's a couple things. They don't have as many projects to do, but they teach you to code as a team, which is pretty awesome. It goes through Discord. I really like Discord on how that works. It's super simple. It's super easy. You can't get any better than that for the cost that you pay. I'm not going to go over those costs right now. This is just to be a quick video that I'm posting up on like YouTube, Facebook, everything, and my other social media on my channels. So this is just how it works. I'm going to move them. So this is where I'm at right now in these three, in the eLant JavaScript fundamentals. I actually left JavaScript fundamentals because it overlapped with my web development class. So it's scheduled for the end of October now instead. But I'm just going to go through a little bit of how, like, there's like the groups. I actually don't know even what this is. I'm not even going to talk about it. I don't know what it is. But if I go to the cybersecurity, this is a little bit of what I can show you. I can't show you the videos or anything, but I can show you like how it works. This is the web version is a little bit, it's actually a lot different, but this is the mobile version, which is just as good. Even certain things about it are actually better than the actual website. So it just tells you like the code of conduct and everything in the beginning. That's normal. That's every class that has this beginner first section. The second part is Introduction to Cybersecurity. Now, I want to tell you, if you take the web development course and you take the cybersecurity course, the cybersecurity course is so detailed. It's unreal. I'm actually surprised for the cost you pay for this. It is probably not only the cheapest, but it's still higher caliber than the $10 courses that you might buy for cybersecurity online right now. And I was actually pretty blown away, because they even tell you they go through courses through TryHackMe. It'll make you want to buy TryHackMe courses and really get into it. So they have like overview of cybersecurity. The overview is really good, and they have a text version, and they have the version you could see through the video. Cybersecurity threat landscapes, malicious code. They tell you to go to the lab. Social engineering passwords. Like this was just week 1. And it was extremely detailed. And if you get behind a little bit, the professor is pretty understanding, and usually you have a couple more days to complete some things if you do get behind with him. He's super easy to go through. Let me see. I forget his name. I think his name is Miguel. Let me see if I can find the Discord. And those games keep popping up. I updated my tablet. I'm not going to do this right now. I'm not already logged in, so I'll show that another time. But that's some of the things I'll show you. The app is actually Moodle. Moodle is a really good app. I used it for somewhere else too. I just don't remember what I used it for. So I'm going to go back, because that shows people. It actually has like a level system, like a video game, which is kind of cool. So you level up as you go through. And you can kind of compete with the other students, which is really awesome to do. So that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about right now for the cybersecurity course. I don't see any other videos on it. I feel like I'm the first to actually talk about NuCamp's cybersecurity program. But I'm pretty impressed for what you get with it. There's just so much content to go through, and the group is pretty good. It's a little bit different, a little bit weird about certain things. The only thing you don't really get that's a little bit weird, sometimes you don't know what TryHackMe stuff you need to do until you get to the classes at the end of the week, which is either Saturday or Sunday. That's where the workshops, and you got to attend the workshops. If you're having problems with that, sometimes you can ask the professor early about getting some work done, and they'll like give you a hint or show you like how to get it done before, or have an idea of what you're doing before the workshop. Because if you're slower paced at learning, that becomes a problem within your group, which has so much time, but you still have a little bit more time afterwards. But I'd rather be prepared for what I'm doing instead of just going in and just not understanding what to do and trying to do it on the fly within a couple hours. I'd rather have prep time, go through all the videos, go back through something I don't know, write it down, maybe go through a screen reader. There's not really a screen reader option as far as I know for Moodle, but for your PC, if you're logging on, there's usually a screen reader option, so it's not that bad. So that's just pretty much about it for this video. I'll go into more detail as I go through into what I did through each week and what projects I did through TryHackMe. I'm just on my tablet right now. I am not on my PC. When I get on my PC, I can have everything accurate through Discord. I could have it through the website, through NuCamp's Learn website. I can go through TryHackMe. Oh, I can go through all 3 websites and everything that I need to do to show you how everything works. Because it is cybersecurity, and they are teaching. In this, they do teach penetration testing. Last week, it was only week 2, and we were already learning about SQL injection and cryptography. Week 2, because it's 4 weeks. This is for the cybersecurity test that you're first going to take. No, it's not going to be taken with NuCamp. You have to go take that on your own. But this is for the CompTIA version, the first one. This is for the first 4 weeks. Then the next 4 weeks is for 2 other certifications that I didn't really know about. I really don't know them. I just know about like the CompTIA A+, the CompTIA Network Plus, and then the CompTIA Security Plus. which I do need to take the CompTIA A+ because I already finished the Google. I finished the Google IT program a while back. And a lot of the content that is on there is on the CompTIA. Now, when it was first came out with that one did not have a lot of the information, but it is. If you like, you can get a Udemy course for that. If you want to do a Udemy course for that and learn that stuff for the CompTIA, the first one, A+, you can. You'd be surprised on how much shorter it is compared to Google's. Google's is kind of more of a jack of all trades. It does teach what's on the CompTIA, but it has some security and network stuff. It has actually a long network section, and the network section I didn't like as much because it was so hard to understand. Just break it down. Learn what's in the CompTIA A+ first before you jump into network, and then. But the security plus, you really don't need those two to learn it. But some jobs and some contracts require that you have the CompTIA A+. That it might seem like it sucks, but you do have to learn that. You do have to get it. That's just what it is. That's how you could say that's an old saying for me, but how the cookie crumbles. You can't fight it. You literally have to deal with it. You have to get your CompTIA A+. That is, I seen a lot of self-taught people with IT, and that is something that people get really frustrated about. Like, I don't have that. I'm like, well, you better go get it. That's just what it is. They even give you a nice package and everything when you finally get your CompTIA. And the CompTIA A+ is a worldwide thing, so you can go to any country and use it. You can't say I graduated from NuCamp and I can use that anywhere. That's just the reality of boot camps. But boot camps do prepare you faster if you want to take some college classes. And like if you want to get an information systems degree or a cybersecurity degree, boot camps teach you that stuff in 12 weeks, but usually it's in 4 years. But majority of the cybersecurity schools now, even for like a bachelor's or associates, no longer want to do the 4-year thing. They want to run you through in like a year to 18 months, believe it or not. Everything's turning to accelerated learning. It's becoming that competitive with a lot of colleges and schools. Full Sail is a prime example. Usually that school used to be 4 to 5 years. Now they run you through in like 18 months. It's the same concept, but you're going to school 8 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. It's unreal, and you have to be on campus. I met someone who went there and graduated. They said, yeah, I graduated, and my parents made me stay. And they said, I want to come home. I don't know if I can do this. They said, no, we already started paying for this. You're staying there, and you're completing it. And he got a great job afterwards, and he makes big money. He graduated from Full Sail. Now, Full Sail might not be for everyone on the college level, but it's honestly, it's pretty worth it. It's a good school. And it's improved a lot I knew some people who went there before for, I think it was music production. I don't know how good it was back then, but a lot of people left. But now they said they improved their curriculum because colleges have become more competitive. So things have had to change. Some places evolved really well, like Full Sail kept evolving and rebuilt and revamped a lot of things. Same with another college called UAT. Then there's schools like the Art Institute. They just took money and they didn't care about improving their curriculum. And then they sold the school to somebody else. It was education management. It actually went to, it was like a Christian nonprofit. And they actually started revamping the school, but it was too late. It was just so much other problems with the school, and they took too long, and they died. Like a lot of private colleges that teach this type of thing. Most of the colleges you see that teach these programs are going to be private. But some of the pricing has become competitive, like NuCamp. It's brought the price down on some of the stuff with IT and some other places. Unless it's like a massive university, then those places, they have a lot more resources and they get involved with big corporations. And that's a little bit of the difference. Now, I know I've went off a little off topic, but this is the reality of the industry. It's always changing. It's always going. You always need to be learning. You always need to be reading. And that is actually going to be my next video. I'm going to go over some of the resources that I use, like Daily Dev. Daily Dev is my favorite. It's like a gamification type of social network. It's what a social network I feel should be. And it's so cool. And it's 10 times easier to use than like Facebook or any of those things. it's unreal. It's definitely a place for devs. It's a place where people can talk. It's place where people can improve, and that's why I think everything is going. I'll be posting this video definitely on my YouTube channel. I don't know if I'll be able to post this on my TikTok. I've seen TikTok's kind of weird, but I do have a TikTok business account for Big Barks Tech Hub. It's just a little bit harder to do some things with, but this is what I'm going over. This is a couple things I have. I will go over this in more detail at a later time, but right now I'm at work, and I might do a couple other videos, but we'll just see about that. All right, so if you guys really like my video, if you liked it, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe and see more content that I have that I'm going to offer, because I'm going to start doing this daily a couple times a day. I might as well, since I'm doing this work anyways. And there's actually another video I'm going to post, not just on social networks, for people that want to learn. One college, it's actually, they're considered like patriotic. It's called SDI, the Sonorian Institute. That is something I want to talk about too. Like, I'm actually taking like a drone program. It's only 4 classes, but it's a ton of content in engineering, and it's really cool. Especially right now with people's loans being reset and getting into new industries, this would be the time to do it. If you're looking for something, and be more thoughtful of the college degree that you have, because a lot of people got college degrees around 2008 to 2012. I'd say around 2008 to 2016, and I just didn't do anything with them because a lot of them were just like journalism degrees, and there's not a lot of jobs in journalism. Some people there was one degree I noticed that people jumped into, and they actually got some decent jobs. It wasn't journalism, it was a type of writing, and it specialized in not just writing for like just stories. That showed you how to write for video games. Point Park University does that here. So that's another cool thing that's being offered right now. So I'm going to stop this video now. I've went way off topic and talked about a bunch of topics. I mostly want to talk about the cybersecurity program that's being offered, but there is a couple other things that are really cool and really awesome, and I plan on going over those things as well on my channel. All right, I'll see you guys later. Hey, have a good one. Be safe out there, and just stay tuned.